Good afternoon, Forest Hills members. Carter DeMay, Assistant Golf Course Superintendent, with Jimmy, our Director of Golf. We just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about the new driving range tee opening soon. We're really excited about it, and just want to talk about some etiquette on the range and the range tee specifically, from both an agronomic standpoint as well as a player standpoint, how to utilize the hitting stations, proper and improper divot patterns on those stations, and we're just going to start kind of discussing that and show you guys some examples. But it's really important to make sure that we understand how we're leaving our divots on the tee. Agronomically, there's ways and patterns that minimize turf healing and how quickly we can come back to that station later on. A linear pattern is more ideal. It allows the turf to grow in from both sides to heal that in. If you get a scattered where you take a divot every couple of inches apart from each other, it doesn't leave enough turf there to fill in a timely fashion. As well as if you take a clustered pattern where you just kind of start chewing up the whole area there. It leaves no turf grass to heal in. It's an eyesore when we get sand on it for healing in. The linear pattern in multiple lines about 3-4 inches apart from each other, agronomically speaking, allows for the best healing of the turf grass for us to then come back. And then Jimmy, if you want to talk about from a player standpoint, how that affects, how those divot patterns affect those utilizing that station later on.
I think when you're out hitting balls, and as Carter said, the linear or straight line pattern, we can have multiple people hit balls at a station throughout the day if it's a linear. If it's scattered, as he said, the area gets beat up much quicker. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit some shots. You'll see what the linear pattern is, and we're hoping that all the members follow that example as we open the driving range, what looks like to be later this week. So I've hit a couple shots already, and I think it's important where you place the ball when we're out here trying to get this linear pattern. As you look down onto the turf, and we'll get the camera, get down on the turf, you can see I've taken 3 or 4 swings. So as you can see, placing the ball right behind the divot pattern, you can hit quite a few shots. We're not asking you to hit in the dirt, but putting it right on the back edge, you could hit balls for a long period of time, and that pattern would give you a pretty good practice session if you extended that out to 2 or 3 feet. Now when we go to the extension and that pattern is out 2 or 3 feet, the next place we would start is about 4 or 5 inches from that pattern, and that's where I would create another linear pattern. So you would see 2 strips at about 3 feet long, and you could really maximize that space throughout the day.
Well, thank you for taking the time to watch this video about proper range etiquette and how to utilize the hitting stations. Jimmy, great job. Thank you for taking some practice swings for us. I know you're too good of a golfer to leave a divot, so I know that was hard for you. But we hope that this was informative and that you get an idea of how to properly use the range tee moving forward, and we are really excited for this tee to open up later this week and hope everyone else is too.